Hey kids, it's me, Steve, and this is Value Vinyl Kids, the place where you, that's right, children 13 years and under, can come and learn about records and vinyl. It's just not for stuffy old people. You kids can learn about records too. Now, before we get to the topic of today's video, we gotta do the two things that we need to do every single video. And what's that, kids? That's right. The first one is the word of the day. And what's today's word of the day? Well, let's go to Wordy the Wordatron. Wordy!
Hello, Stephen.
Hi, Wordy. What's today's word of the day?
Rabble rouser, a person who stirs up the passions or prejudices of the public, usually for his interests.
That's a great word of the day. Rabble rouser. It's when you have an opinion that's different than the norm and you want to be a little bit of a troublemaker just to make sure that other people know that you don't agree with them. Kind of like when mommy says that cookies aren't for breakfast. Well, you tell her it's got flour and eggs and it's healthy. Just like all that healthy garbage food that they make you eat, cookies are too. And if you put up enough of a stink, you too can be a rabble rouser. Awesome! Now, next part of what we got to do before we get to the topic of today's video is go to our good friend Cece. Hey, Cece! Yes, Cece is short for COPA Checklist. That's right, we're going to go and make sure that before we get to the point of the video that we go through every single one of these things on the checklist to make sure it's perfect for you, the kids 13 years and under. So let's go and see what's on the checklist now. The first one on the list is subject matter of the video. Educational content for preschoolers? You betcha, kids. That's what we're here for. We're here to learn about records. Now, the second one is whether children are your intended and actual audience for the video. Guess what, kids? I'm making this for just you. You saw in the video, Value Vinyl Kids is just for kids. Now the next, whether the video includes child actors or models. Well, golly gee, I'm not a child, but I did show some pictures of kids, and look, here's a picture of Bree. She's a kid. Now, whether the video includes characters, celebrities, or toys that appeal to children, including animated characters or cartoon figures. Well, look at me, guys. Look at me. I'm a cartoon. Now, the next one's a little tricky. It says whether the language of the video is intended for children to understand. Well, I'm trying to talk that way, but to help out, I'm going to say some things that you will understand, like, I like Fortnite, and My Little Ponies are cool, awesome, neat. All right, I think we got that one covered, kids. The next two are going to be covered with the subject matter of the video, and that would include whether the video includes activities that appeal to children such as play acting, simple songs, games, and early education, and also whether the video includes songs, stories, or poems for children. We will be getting to that. High five, kids! Yeah! The last one's super easy. It just asks for empirical evidence that the audience is for kids. Well, I already did that. Remember, this is just for kids! All right, kids, today's record is called Music Machine. Yes, Music Machine. It was given to us by our good friend, Uncle Billy. Everyone cheer for Uncle Billy. Uncle Billy and his channel, The Vinylverse, is super duper kid friendly. Yay! Music Machine is a series of Christian musical albums that were put out by a record label called Birdwing and sometimes called Sparrow. Now, these were usually centered on the characters Stevie and Nancy and their adventures in Agape Land. Yes, it's pronounced Agape Land, not agape. Ask your mommy and daddy what agape means. Doesn't mean Agape Land. That's where these guys are. and they'd go around with Mr. Conductor and the Music Machine itself. Now, this record series was super popular. They had a whole series of records, and this is the very first record. This very first record here is called The Fruit of the Spirit, or sometimes, depending on the release, Music Machine, a musical adventure teaching the fruit of the Spirit to all ages. It was so popular that it crossed multimedia platforms. What does multimedia platforms mean? Well, this was released in 1977, and it got so popular, they even made a book about it. Want to see the book? Here it is. It was also so popular, would you believe, they made a video game on it. One of the very first popular home video game systems wasn't a PlayStation or an Xbox. It was called an Atari 2600. And this is the game that was made for the Atari 2600. And if you can find it in mint shape, it's worth over $5,000. And multimedia also includes videos. And there were actually cartoons made of this record called The Music Machine on the Christian channels. Would you guys like to watch a little bit of one of the cartoons? I thought you would. Here's some of that cartoon.
Wow! Beautiful! Super marvelous! Stupendous!
Hi, Stevie. Hello, Nancy. Welcome to Agape Land.
Mr. Conductor, can you tell us what that is?
Oh, that's the Music Machine.
Music machine? How does it work?
You put something in it, and a song comes out.
It must make everybody happy.
No, not everybody, Nancy.
A plan, undoubtedly. The genius. Because before you know it, that machine will be mine. With my flair and your resourcefulness, we have a combination that can't miss. We could know financial bliss. In other words, we'll be rich.
What would happen if someone stole it?
That would be disastrous.
Once we get that machine, we will control happiness.
This'll be fun.
Melodious, fabulous, harmonious, marvelous music machine.
Hi kids, it's the closing of the video, and you know every single time we get to do this, what do? You're right. We show the record, and then we talk about the lesson we learned today. Because all kids programming that's good always has a lesson learned at the end. Here is the record. Look at the shape it's in that Uncle Billy gave us. Music Machine. And what's great about it for you kids, when you listen to it, you can actually read along with all the songs and all the lyrics. With great, cartoony, child-safe, friendly. Look at that. Every single song has the lyrics there. You can follow along while you're reading. This is fabulous. Not only that, you guys want to know the label. And there it is. This one's on Birdwing. Oh, look at that. Thanks so much, Uncle Billy. Now, what lesson did we learn today? This is what we learned. When you do bad things and you're naughty, you should get punished. But if you're doing something good, and what are good things? I don't know, things that are family-friendly, kid-friendly, you know, watching safe cartoons, listening to safe music, all these things that are good. If you make a video on YouTube that has nothing but good things in it and nothing that's objectionable or nothing that's offending, you shouldn't get punished for it. And that is something that you need to stand up for. And you need to be a what? A rabble-rouser. That's right. You should never be punished for being good, and that's what YouTube is doing right now and using COWPA as an excuse. So, right, kids, you're watching this video, stand tall, stand strong, and say, I'm not taking it anymore. You're not punishing me for being good. Put up the fight, kids. Even though you're young and even though you're small, you can open your mouth and say, I'm not taking it anymore. This has been Value Vinyl Kids, and I thank you for watching. Hope to see you again next year at the beginning of the year. If this is a great series and you kids love it, you let me know down in the comments. Take care.
La